Greetings and welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. I actually do have a kitty right here, but, she's like clipping me down. I don't like being on camera. I don't want to be here. Well, that's what you get for laying where I was sitting. Yeah, kitty cat. Go on, go eat. All right. Or go engage in a fight. You guys hear some cat hisses or whatever else. It's not me. It's the cats. They're not getting along. Anyway, I hope you guys are all enjoying your fun week. And we are continuing on the Weekly News Roundup tonight. We are still alive. Hopefully we persist alive for a while longer. I shall be leaving this crazy hellhole where I'm at right now tomorrow morning. God willing. I'm sick of smelling burnt tire in the air, to be honest. So anyway, there's a big discussion back and forth, new PCs and some cooking and things like that. So yes, get new PCs and make sure you're cooking for real. I mean, come on, guys. I'm living in a van in the middle of a desert. I can manage to cook. 20.3 is now available. Yes, I will be looking at Linux Mint 20.3 as the premiere video tomorrow, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is available. Greetings, Moonbase Alpha Grays. Take me to your leader. Well, never mind. Your leader is an incognitive, rambling fool. So I don't take me to your leader, please. Razla, speaking of pains, I hope you're doing better, man. Mount Kitty now in sight. Yeah, cool graphic. I know, right? Very cool. I have, what is this? A vanilla cranberry tea today. It's been in my tea box for a few months, and I haven't really tried a lot of it yet. It's actually really good. Vanilla cranberry. All right. Old laptop is back on Windows 8.1. Transferred its Arch drive to my desktop machine, which eventually will retire its old Arch build. All right. That's out west. Did you leave the kitty? No. He's still tagging along. 2012 was a good year. There you go. Microsoft Windows making computers insecure since 1985. That's right. And they got Google in on the act today. My new 2022 Plasma theme is morphing into a Spectrum Global. Very good. Hello, Juan. What's security? I know, right? He's not my leader. Take me to your rambling fool? Yeah. Well, should we get started early today? We can get started early and finish early. I have a few more things to do. So 20.3, check the calendar. Mine defaults to August instead of today's date. I did not see a problem with the calendar when I did mine. Curious. Yeah, I didn't see a problem with the calendar, though, when I looked at it. All right. What is going on with the streaming counts? They're telling me 24 on the one bar and 10 on the other. I don't know. Anyway, it's just that OSHA decided to start enforcing the ouchies, so I had to go get your first one of 3. They can't enforce it. It is the last ruling of the court case says they can't. The Supreme Court, as of today, is hearing the rulings on that. So tell them no. 2012, the LA Kings won their first cup. All right. Hello, KO2610. Your number has been called. All right. Well, shall we go ahead and get jumping in on these guys here? Let's go ahead and do that, and I'll patch up any additional hellos and final comments we get back. So, I mean, you guys should know by now. I've been doing this for, 4 or 5 years now, and we start at 9. I mean, it's not 9 where I am, and I'm on time. I'm 26 there. All right, I'm showing 25 and 17. So I don't know. YouTube's doing weird stuff. I actually watched the view count on the live stream from yesterday roll back today. Yeah, people anti-watched it. I don't know how you subtract view counts. But they got fun ways of trying to make channels look like they're not doing as well as they are. I'm trying to stay off AWS and Azure as much as possible, considering a different security partner altogether. I'm not happy about Azure. 2022, the way things are going, yeah, just use Linode. Didn't Microsoft screw IBM over a bunch of times? Yes. Trying to pay less and use more free software. Yeah, Linode is, I don't know what Azure's prices are, but Linode is way cheaper than AWS. Told my employer the cards had to be scanned to the company records by the end of the day. They can't. It's unlawful. Tell them no, it's unlawful. But, I guess that you need to make the decision for yourself what you would like to do. As for me and my house, well, I'd say as for me and my house, we will wait for the Supreme Court decision. But now me and my house have already decided what we're doing regardless of what those fools have to say. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on into the news before we actually threaten the integrity of the show. Alrighty. Let's see. I need that, and I need that. I need to slide over a little bit, too. I can't angle the camera where I put it on the regular live because the green screen doesn't go over quite that far. Oh, there's something goofy on the top, too. Something messed up on the green screen at the top. I'll be right back. Cat, what did you do? That would be the cat meddling with the green screens. All right. Cat meddled with the green screens. We're back. And I got to go which way? This way. There we go. No, wait. This way. This is better. All right. We'll start here. Elizabeth Holmes was here. Here in Angeles City, Philippians, you can't even get a jeepney without showing it. Yeah. Fifth Circuit Court overturned the previous, which is why it's gone to Supreme. Yes. Call me crazy today. They asking me how I did it tomorrow. Can be done. I'm trying to put my money where my mouth is. I've paid no subscriptions anymore. Love having money back. There you go. Did the Mafacio demonstrate how to cook Italian barbecue? Apparently. All right, guys. We're going to stop here and start the show. So, greetings. Hey, Sleepy. How's it going there, man? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. Today we have privacy. I have two subscription-based videos that we threw into the privacy section because I did not have time to build a screen for them. And then we have home tech as opposed to our usual security. Apparently the world got very secure over the new year because I didn't see any security news this week. But CES happened and there's a whole lot of home tech stuff that's the latest abomination spawned forth to collect our data and opposed to make our lives better while probably actually making it worse. But that is another story. Let's go ahead and talk about the news articles. First up on privacy, a fugitive evaded cops for 2 decades. He was spotted by Google Street View. Which begs some questions because last time I knew, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that Google actually edited the people out of the street views. So this would mean that maybe the FBI had a list of self-wanted people and Google AI detected it. I don't know exactly how this worked. They didn't specify. They just said he was spotted on Google Street View. I didn't think people were on Google Street View, but you guys who use Google Street View, let me know in the comments down below because I don't really use a lot of Google stuff anyway. But it does beg a question. If indeed the public doesn't view the people on there, somebody had to view the people on there. And is the data that these cars are roaming around being fed into police databases? Anyway, a murderer who escaped from jail in 2002 was pulled off the streets and they arrested him. And he's like, how'd you find me? I haven't even called my family in 10 years. Big Brother's always watching. So begs a question that, if you're out and about, then these Google cameras might be able to snap your photo and show it to people. So very interesting. Interesting indeed. Well, Amazon is looking to take Sidewalk beyond the neighborhood. This article is getting stranger. It says expands the IoT network. So if you don't remember Sidewalk, which Rob Braxton is called Skynet, and I completely concur with his viewpoint on that. Basically, everyone gets addicted to these Ring doorbells and Alexas and all this other smart crap from Amazon, and all of a sudden they flipped the switch, and I think it was, what was it, August 16th or something? Whatever. Trying to make a bad Terminator joke, but I forget my movie references. It's been too long. Shame on me. I must watch Terminator soon. But anyway, they flip on a switch and all of a sudden Sidewalk turns on, and this basically allows anybody with any smart Amazon device to constantly be connected by mooching bandwidth off of everybody else. A very bad thing when most of our world is going onto data caps. Yeah, how much of our bandwidth went towards schmucks walking down the street with their smartwatches? Of course, they do have it capped, so it's never going to take too much. But hey, I want every bit I'm paying for crying out loud. But this actually takes Sidewalk, because they looked at this and said, man, guys, we're not getting enough people here foolish enough to set up this mesh network as large as we want Skynet to always be. We want 100% at all times. We want somebody to be able to go, hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat, confirm, and have unicorn meat falling from the sky. Okay, so what they did is they came up with this device, which is called Sidewalk Bridge Pro, powered by Ring. And basically it is effectively just it's not a separate device like it's going to simply create the mesh network out wherever it happens to be. And so with this, it's like, oh, well, that's quite exciting. And so what's going to happen here is someone can go in, and wherever you happen to have a wireless network, you can plug one of these guys in and attach the bandwidth onto any Amazon network devices that are floating around, which means state parks, national parks, anywhere else where they happen to have something like a wireless network floating around somewhere, you could actually feasibly see people hooking these things up. And so basically it expands the Sidewalk network, even in the middle of the woods. This is most terrifying for me. I don't need to be walking next to a cactus in the desert and go, hey, cactus, I need unicorn meat, confirm. Okay. Maybe we should do better in society if there are still wilderness places we can go where big tech is not trying to scrape and collect our data. That would be an interesting question to ask. And so this to me is terrifyingly weird. We don't need this, but unfortunately it is going to be foisted upon us. All right, and our feature story for the privacy part before we do our two subscriber type stories. Google Chrome 97 relaxes privacy protection just to help out Microsoft. Microsoft's like, hey guys, your privacy protection is preventing our Office 365 from working right. You need to add some features in here so that our system always works without having problems. And so Google's like, sure, why not? And so this is the Keyboard API. This allows a sub-level routine to grab mapping and identification of your keyboard to deploy to other places. Now, the reason they did this is because on iframes and on the application layer that Microsoft uses for Excel, for example, on Office 365, it can't read the keyboard, so it doesn't know exactly what you're doing. And so they added this feature in so that these items would work. Now, this caused a lot of concern because Firefox looked at this and said, no, there's too many privacy problems. So Firefox does not have this. Apple says there's too many concerns. So Apple doesn't do this. So I wanted to go ahead and dig into it to figure out how deep this guy went. So this is the article. The Register doesn't know the difference between Chrome and Chromium, apparently. This is actually built into Chromium, which of course Chrome is using, but this is built into Chromium because that's what Microsoft is using for Edge. Not using Chrome, they're using Chromium. So any Chromium browser now feasibly has this enabled unless the developer specifically took role. Opera, curiously, does not have this feature, last I knew. Brave does not. So, well, Brave asteriskly does not. Brave looked at this and said, we don't like this. And so they have it disabled as long as you have fingerprinting protection on. If you have disabled fingerprinting protection, then the keyboard API will actually be enabled at that point in time. And so just looking at the spectrum of it, your Chromium-based browsers will all have this on default now, unless the browser developer has explicitly turned it off later. And so that is an important thing to keep in mind. And why did they add this privacy snafu? Because Microsoft wanted them to. So Google specifically, we don't care about privacy. We just want to hoard data. And that's what they're going to do. All right. So 2 subscriber-based stories. First, Taco Bell has a new subscription service. Maybe we can call it the through and through. Maybe the explosive room subscription service. I don't know. But basically, you pay them $10, which if you pay them like $10, you can go in and you can either get a Crunchy Taco Supreme, a Soft Taco Supreme, Spicy Potato Soft Taco, Dorito Locos Taco, which are gross. I don't know if you've ever had those things. Blech. It's like eating a taco off a stale Dorito after a party 3 days later. Dorito Locos Taco Supremos. And of course, The Verge, as we know, The Verge is like my absolute favorite place for news. Such a crazy, lunatic, liberal, left-wing, communist lunatics. This is literally, they have a whole parenthetical which simply says this. We at The Verge had a lot of thoughts about this problem. We'll go into this shortly. But first, let me say that I find this a little insulting, economically speaking. The Dorito Loco Supreme costs $2.69 at my local Taco Bell, where the Spicy Potato Taco taco costs $1. Someone who prefers potatoes is getting way less for their money from someone who's Locos Doritos. Okay, yes, I could technically still get 30 tacos for $10, but the principle of it. Okay, when you're even like the equality of the person who likes the potatoes versus the Loco burritos, if that even came up in your thought process in this, I'm sorry, you're a lunatic. Excuse me, commie, you are going to be plucking spuds from the field. I'm telling you. And why did I go off on that stupid rant? Because they took the time to put it in the article as a parenthesis, talking about, hey, you can get a taco of your choice for 1 taco a day for 30 days straight for $10 subscription service at Taco Bell. Now, they were very clear. And then, of course, they have their entire back and forth screenplay about their discussion board, which tells you The Verge needs better things to do with their time. But nevertheless, Taco Bell did say, hey, this isn't a subscription service. It's a one-time package that you buy that you can just keep rebuying every month. Okay. Whatever. And yeah, there were some discussions about, is this about weight? This is about weight gain. The other guy says, oh, no, it's not about weight gain because these things go right through you. First and foremost, does anybody out there eat Taco Bell every day? I mean, is this your best Jared imitation? Please don't imitate other aspects of his life. I'm going to eat Subway every single day and lose weight. I'm going to eat a taco every single day. It's going to clean me out. This is a brand new service. It's a subscription service for the dietary cleanse. You eat your daily taco, everything in there is going out. And so, yeah, it's okay. Now, would you rather, do we need to set up a poll for this in the live chat for you guys watching live? What would you rather have? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Rather have Walmart is the other one or Taco Bell subscription. That's right. We're going to be getting to that. Let's go ahead and do that. And Taco Bell. All right. So we have a poll there, so you guys can answer the poll if you're watching live, and you guys can tell me, would you go for the Taco Bell or would you guys go for the Walmart? So the Walmart one, this is a expansion of the in-home delivery. So apparently this horribly bad idea where you pay Walmart to have a Walmart employee come to your house, open up your door in your absence, enter your house, and put the groceries away in your refrigerator. They thought this was a grand enough idea. They're opening up to more cities now. So for the low price of $19.95 per month or $100 per year, which includes fees and tips, it's not a bad deal so long as you're all right with letting strangers in your home unattended. I mean, it's not just strangers. There's something about some of the Walmart employees are just, they're not the caliber of people sometimes they necessarily want. Now, I have really good friends actually who work at Walmart and don't mind the job, really. But the fact of the matter is, guys, I don't want a Walmart employee coming in my house. Does anybody think this is a good idea? And so trial in 2017, officially launched 2019. The program takes grocery delivery a step further than most. Rather than simply having somebody deliver orders to your front door, In-Home invites delivery personnel to enter your home and put directly into your refrigerator or freezer. As some people in the comments have said to this article, yeah, sure, they might have cameras. They can have body cameras. You can watch the whole delivery from your smartphone, blah, 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 blah. Because everything's all tied to the app, so they can collect your. Even the Taco Bell, I didn't mention the Taco Bell one. The Taco Bell, you have to do it through the app. You don't get like a punch card. You do it through the app. So, of course, people are saying in the comments, oh, yeah, sure, they're doing their job exactly, but they're leaving notes for their buddy to case the place later on. So I wonder if there's a shocking rise in burglaries of homes that have subscribed to the In-Home service. So, that's what we have to say about that. And before we get on to our affiliate for the day, as of right now, Taco Bell is winning. 56% would say the Taco Bell subscription, 44% saying Walmart. So some guy comes down, they engage in thuggery that is no longer a crime in New York City to your head and say, you have to choose one of them, Walmart or Taco Bell. Right now, the audience poll says Taco Bell. But let me know in the comments, if you're not catching this live, which one you would rather do. Well, with that, we do have affiliates. You can help support the channel using those. Today, we are highlighting Linode, tlm.li/Linode. If you need any type of cloud-based services, whether it's hosting your own control panel for websites, ISP config, and or cPanel. I actually personally have both on my Linode. And VPNs and Jitsi servers, Nextcloud servers, all sorts of fun stuff. And then boatloads more stuff out there. Have a look over there at Linode, tlm.li/Linode. You'll get $100 in credit, which is good for 60 days of spinning up as many Linodes as you'd like. With that, guys, let's head on over to home tech news. Alrighty. So at 55% Taco Bell, 45%. Well, I'm really surprised 45% of you guys would want Walmart to come in your house. I mean, that's terrifying. Totally terrifying. All right, we're going to go ahead and end that one there. And let's see if I can figure out where I came in at. Man, is that learned from the present is doomed to fail in the future? Yes. BMW Chameleon car. Hello, Anna Rita. How's your Christmas and New Year? Mom's at home, chilling with the wife. No family because the government did another local shutdown. I know, right? Y'all are all locked down. The way I figure less stress and being happy with it is freedom and fulfillment. I have been trying to wean my stream addiction, but why fight nature? There you go, you know. It depends what else you got going on. I don't ever sit down and just watch. I could never just sit down and just watch a movie. I can't sit down and just watch a stream. I play them for background while I'm working on other stuff. That's how I do it. So you can be productive and still get your streams in. See, justify it that way. I don't have the latest and greatest technology to accomplish my goals. All right. Goy. Moon base alpha grays. Bit cooler up there than our summer. Yeah, it was shorts weather today. I should have put on shorts, but I didn't. But it was like 65 here right now. So, Google making things up. Let's see. Nice having that money spin again. Cannot even tell this is a new year. It still feels like 2020. I know, right? It's 2020 all over again. See, somebody rightly said this isn't 2022. This is 2020 take two. Come on, guys. Never seen a person on Google Street View. My cousin is a Google engineer. All right. Google making things up. Yeah. They're like, how can we possibly have the excuse? Let's just say we found him on Street View. Sounds good to me. I guess you're now wearing flip-flops. Yeah. Metaverse real estate, anyone? I have a good deal for you. Call me. Oh, yeah, I should. Might be better than sniffing burnt tires. Now, kitties are dangerous to Starlink. Slappy New Year. All right. We had a high of 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, good thing I'm not up there where you are. Whew. Who needs socks with flip-flops? So I've seen some people do it. I can't stand flip-flops. Nope. I can't stand them. Nothing about flip-flops. Get the Mr. Blobby video 6 blocks away. It's worth it, right? Hello, Tails Orange. I'm doing well. How are you? The OBS dropped to 0, but I was like, I'm just going to keep moving on because everything else was good. And I was hoping that I've had a couple times where the router crashes out, but I think it just ended up being a loose Ethernet cable. I went back there and tightened everything, and it seemed to work after that. Hello, Doug Lart. Greetings there. Let's get straight. Amazon now can use your internet if you have an Amazon device. Yes. Well, no. Your neighbors can now use your internet if they have an Amazon device. Sounds like the anime scientific railgun, memory networking, and joint fusion to create. Yeah, boy. Yellow one. How's it going? Alexa, play My Heart Will Go On for 6 months straight. Oh, Lord. So Firefox no longer cares about privacy just to help out Microsoft? No. It is Google. Google Chromium is helping out Microsoft. Firefox is not. Firefox said, no, we're not implementing that crap. So Firefox and Apple Safari both said, no, we're not implementing that crap. Google's like, oh, it's going to help our buddy Microsoft? Sure. People use LibreWolf and soon DuckDuckGo browser. Yeah, hopefully that DuckDuckGo browser will actually pan out for Linux. I don't know. After seeing some of the stuff go on about it, I'm not confident about that. I think YouTube is sitting here trying to actively purge you guys that are watching. My concurrent viewers is still at 34, but my back-end screen says 14, and the numbers keep dying out. I literally think YouTube might be kicking people off the stream and in record numbers. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. The thing's getting weird. Driving the porcelain books for a week. That's right. 10-pack of soft tacos for me, please. I'm going to have to go get Taco Bell now. I'm hungry for Taco Bell all of a sudden. I don't know. Wally World. Yep. Neither. Taco Bell is an expensive stool softener. Oh, it's pretty cheap, though. I don't know how much stool softeners are generally, though. I don't know. Smart City. Stupid idea. Yep. Taco Bell versus Wally World. Taco Bell. I do not want anyone entering my home when I'm not there. Yep. I don't want Taco Bell either. I really could care less. Just leave my stuff at the door or at the post office box. Yep. Will they eat the food for me as well? They might. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll move the fridge to the garage. Taco Bell without moment's hesitation, but preferably neither. All right. UK, no. So no Taco or Walmart here. Really? You guys are deprived of Taco Bells in the UK? Wow. We need to go have a revolution so you guys can have Taco Bell and Nestle. Why not, right? Too many people voting for eternal potamin poisoning. Hey, subscription are as annoying as college meal plans. If I can't buy food with actual money, then I take my business elsewhere. Yeah, when I was living in the dorms, they paid me to live in the dorms, but I still had to buy a meal plan despite working at 2 restaurants. Literally, I got every meal for free at the restaurants I was working at, and I was still forced to buy a meal plan, which basically contributed to obesity because I'm not wasting the money. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. So I just ordered chicken wings every Friday night to use up the rest of the money so I didn't waste any of it. But yeah, we didn't have a choice. According to Demolition Man, Taco Bell won the restaurant wars. Yeah, that's right. They're not for Las Vegas, so Wally World by default. Oh, really? Yeah, I was through Las Vegas not too long ago. What laptop do you use? Me? I have a Dell. I'm old-fashioned. Like them to show up in uniform and name tag and well-groomed, clean. This is if I'm at home. Yep. Want a fresh meal from Taco Bell in my house and ready to go after all my heart attacks. That's right. Trying again later. 10F this morning. All right. Make them take off their shoes. There you go. My brother got sick, got better, tried to go back to work, and was told he needed a negative Koofy test. Oh, boy. Minus 35 last night and this morning. Care to visit? No. In the summer. Soon the Supreme Court will rule, but it's hard to know. Yeah, I know that it's going to be all over the place. Ava wants 175 for backup, and I don't see how on earth I owe that much. Microsoft needs help in every department. Yes, they do. Particularly that QA. They don't have a QA department anymore. I forgot. Finally, a week where nobody needs to wear shorts and flip-flops. That has not happened since last spring. 32 here last night. I don't know. Tom, here in Arizona, your time changes twice a year. Yeah, it depends on where you are. You must be in northern Arizona. I think Walmart will not deliver your groceries, but then also go to your underwear drawer and take photos and God knows what else. Oh, but they have a camera on there. So they have a camera on their belt that they won't accidentally forget to turn on, you know. Taking showers when I saw Walmart. Here it is. Ah! It's an image I didn't want. Oh, boy. Smart Tech. All right, let's go to Smart Tech, guys. So first up in Smart Tech, we have a smart door that is smarter than you are, apparently. So this is a brand new smart door. It is modular. Oop, hold on. OBS decided not to record. We're going to restart that. So first up in Smart Tech, we have a smart door that is smarter than you. Well, not really. Basically, it's just a modularized door. It comes in one unit, which makes it a little bit more secure. Unfortunately, that means it needs to be installed by an electrician because of all the wiring and stuff that needs put into it. But it's also modular, so they're actually ahead of the right to repair type stuff. If maybe not on the component level, but at least if the camera stops working, you can swap it out for another model. So I'll give that marks enough for right to repair. But then the idea here is that it integrates smart lights, the porch lights in the picture, the light above the door and on the other elements so you can see everything about the door. It has a smart doorbell. It has a smart lock on it. Of course, the picture, I think, from The Verge is like this kid coming up with a cell phone smiling. Yay, I can use my cell phone to get in there. Yeah, until the bully beats you up at school and breaks your phone or steals it from you. And then you can't get out and you're stuck in your minus 25 weather while your parents, like if I just had a key, you know. But anyway, it integrates all these different smart technologies all in one. It's got the, hey, Alexa, order me unicorn meat confirmed doorbell. It has the Yale smart lock, a Yale Ashore smart lock. Masonite door, I think is the company making it. I just don't like the name of a Ring peephole cam. You know, peephole was never a good thing. That was just somebody put a hole in there, nobody could see. You look at it and go, I can see the girls changing. For video surveillance. That's trust me, you're not the one benefiting from that video surveillance, but the big tech knows every time you come and go. Snitch on you when you break quarantine to go outside to walk your dog. Talking to you Ontarians. I know they repealed that part, but there's a Google Nest door elements. Basically, it's just a giant smart door that tracks and logs anything and everything through multiple different sensors and cases so it can gather the maximum amount of data about you because this is 2022. Nobody's coming to your house anymore. This is not about protecting your house. This is about monitoring you. All right, next we have hands-off Moen's new smart faucet doesn't even need a handle. Okay, I looked at this and said, this is the stupidest thing. Am I the only one who goes into any modern restroom, which has one of the motion sensor sinks, and has to dance a jig in front of the thing to get the thing to go off? Does anybody else out there put your hands under there and it turns on? I gotta like do this. Finally, I give it the sign language for like F you or something, and then it turns on me. And it's just like, what is going on? But now we want to put these things in our houses too. No! If you're too lazy to turn a handle, you need medical care in your head. Y'all need a checkup from the neck up if you need one of these faucets that's going to turn on. Now, and this though goes, this thing here, it goes way beyond just putting your hands under it turns on. Oh, no. We're all now used to phone gestures. You gesture this thing. You like do this to get hot water, and you, oh, too hot. You got to do this for cold water. Oh, turn it up more. Oh, turn it down more. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm perfectly capable of turning one of two knobs and figure out which one's hot and which one's cold. We're becoming this perpetual society of stupid morons. We're going to get to the point where nobody's going to understand the convention of the hot is on this side and the cold is on this side. Okay? They're like, oh, I don't know. How do we service this thing? Of course, it will be completely unserviceable, so your plumber will have to be qualified, a Moen qualified, certified technician coming in with a device to reset the DRM in your faucet. It only is going to cost you about $7,000. Kind of like replacing the batteries in these electric cars. Complete ripoff, but oh yeah, we got this thing here. And you have the whole smart home collection. Oh, look at this. We got the smart plugs and the smart... What is this thing? I have no idea what that is. Maybe it looks like a water chuck. I don't know. But anyway, we have a new smart faucet that doesn't even need a handle. It accepts gestures to turn up and down certain waters. Well, Sleep Number wants you to buy this. This is the last bed you're ever going to buy because it grows old with you. It learns about you as you grow old. It monitors everything about you. It alerts you when your sleep is not going well. It keeps you warm. It keeps you cool. It will lower down when it detects you're getting old. It will send you notifications when it detects arrhythms. Of course, everything goes through the company servers. So they'll be collecting all of this health sleep data to sell to the highest bidder, which is going to be like a health insurance company. I've said that before about smartwatches and Fitbits, and Google bought them with their health insurance company line. Yeah, maybe I call that one. This is the Climate 365 mattress. Oh, and it can even warm up your feet to help you drift off. You can accomplish that with a blanket, my friends. They basically want this to be the last one. It's going to grow with you as you grow old. It's going to realize when you need more sleep, less sleep. If it detects your snoring, it's going to raise it up, so you're going to stop. All this kind of fun stuff. So yeah, this is terrifying stuff. Very, very terrifying. But I think that the worst one here is a light bulb that can track your sleep and monitor your heart rate from afar with radar. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I wonder when they're going to start putting these in prisons to monitor if the criminals are sleeping well at night. Is some ex going to sneak in your house and put it up there so they can detect when you're sleeping? This light bulb here, it actually is equipped with radar and a few other sensors. The new bulb looks like a traditional light bulb, but under the hood, it houses a compact radar technology that's designed to measure several vital signs of anyone within range. No! I don't consent! Including sleep quality stats, your heart rate, your body temperature. Once the bulb spots any of these vital signs going out of a healthy range, it can update its light's colors to instantly notify the patient or people around them. The light bulb went red. One of us is having a heart attack. Which one? I don't know. There's a room of 5 of us. We have reached decadence, people. Get ready for the collapse of society. We have light bulbs that can detect our vital signs and, of course, report them to the company servers. Yeah, and then there's people that hook this stuff up like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Look at this nonsense. Oh, this is so cool. I can put the light bulb here and it will detect how my breathing rate's going. You could do that like this. I mean, really, guys. Really. We don't need a light bulb with radar to monitor our heart rate, our breathing, our body temperature, and things like this. Not needed. Not needed, guys. This is insane. This is insane. Ah! You can help support the channel over on Patreon. Patreon.com/TOMM. A couple different membership tiers over there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will catch you guys next time. Yeah. Wow. No daylight savings, Arizona. That's right. I'm here in Canada. It's minus 35°C. Or freeze your balls. Yeah, I know. 7C here in 7F here in Indiana. Let's go swimming. All right, 40 right now in Longview, Washington. 22 in Dallas. Yeah, it's like 55 where I'm at right now. It's quite nice. 22F in Dallas this morning. 85, that's what it should be like. $85, which isn't cheap for 4 ends in a server. 54 now. So what happens if the door power goes out? Oh, okay, so the smart door has a backup battery that can go for 24 hours without power, which is funny because like in our world where our electrical grid is becoming more fragile. Yes, our electrical grid is becoming more fragile. So maybe we should probably not try and get everybody on electric cars, not try and get everybody to turn off your gas heat, your natural gas, your oil, your propane heat, and convert everything to electric. That's what California's trying to do. We should probably not try and get everybody on all of these unnecessary smart devices that all take extra power. Maybe we should try and draw a little bit less power off of our grid than tax our grid with excessive amounts of power things while our grid is completely unstable as it is. I mean, just a thought, you know. But yes, that does have a 1-day backup to make everything work. Wear a Johnson mask every time you go near those doors. I go, old technology is best in my option. I hate everything smart. Yeah, absolutely. North Point got 16F there in the south end of Indiana. Doing polar bear swim tomorrow. All right. No thanks. I'll stick to using a dumb door. Yep, I know, right? Never works for me. It's awful. You are not so alone, and it's frustrating as hell. Looks like Moen can't get a handle on the new file. Oh! Remember light beam activated sinks in the 70s, nothing new. I have a nice hand gesture. Yeah, I was thinking about that one. Gesture on your water tap. That's right. Middle finger to further aggravate it. Just use the handle. Turn it on. It's not rocket science. I know. Final advancements is the faucet detecting your brain signals. It breaks, so does your brain. I know, right? Walmart has the automated sink faucets in the restrooms. So when we'll get one to tell no water for you. I know, right? No more water for you, bro. Excuse me, mug blood. No water for you until you're jabbed. I think smart tech is making people lazier and dumber. Just check 2 privacy policies and turn down 2 apps I really need because of it. Automated toilet flusher might be nice. Do you wash your hands before or after flushing? Yeah, this is actually a reason that like I do appreciate the touchless bathroom stuff because I'd prefer to not be touching faucets and stuff in public bathrooms after people have gone to the bathroom in there, but you know. Adapt to my needs as I get older. Well, it doesn't make me get up in the morning. There you go. Moen is not the smart faucet. We all have them through the house. 88 degrees preset. I said, screw it. You know, I'm going to do the video soon. Maybe I can find time over the weekend. There you go. My foot warmers go meow. That's right. Yeah, I got one of those. Right now, he's been a side warmer lately. I get into bed, and he just comes right up and lays right next to me. It's kind of cute, really. He's like, yep. Let's see. I think smart technology is for people who is disabled. I mean, that's the one beneficial part that can be, but even that, I don't know. I've been using Linux Mint 20.3 for about 2 weeks now, and it has no issues. Very good. We will be looking at Linux Mint 20.3 tomorrow, 12 Eastern Standard Time. Faucets are good for the grandkids, yeah. Roman Empire also fell, yes. See, they fell. Nobody knows this, but the Roman Empire fell once they installed smart toilets in every latrine. I bet you guys never read that, but it's true. Gonna have automated toilet flusher. It scares me, yeah. Linus Tech Tips is selling sweatpants. What? I mean, I guess I do have Switch to Linux t-shirts. Shop.switchtolinux.com, you know. Smart devices are not there to make your life easier. They're there to spy on you and send data out of you. Yes, that's right. That's fake. What's fake? Simply cars charging made us over here have rolling blackouts. Yeah, they do take. So I did sit down and do the calculations. A car of the average person driving a car is about the amount of power consumption that a small house consumes on a given period of time. That's how much we're talking about. So we're talking about if everybody were to switch to electric cars because it's better for the environment, that's basically everybody having 2 houses worth of electricity. Now, small house, we're not talking huge mansions or things like that, but introducing the new sinkless faucet. I have a sinkless faucet right behind me, actually. A 2-finger heart rate checker. That's right. Not much wind or sunlight over here. So people started charging their cars and had rolling blackouts. Yeah. Smart tech is the opposite of smart. Yeah. Power of Linux, keeping old computers running. Yes. I'm going to Linux Mint Debian Edition, if possible, on Linode, but it will probably be XFCE. I do not agree with smart is good for the elderly because I, for one, love to have a sexy nurse change my diapers. There you go. Need to acquire this domain. I wonder if they have MX Linux. Well, you're not going to... so Linode it's not for desktop computer stuff. It's for cloud computing type options. Although you can probably install things on a desktop and use it as a virtual machine, I guess. Byte option is not needed for guys. What's the best Linux distro for building a crypto miner PC? I don't know. I'm not into crypto mining stuff. I would guess that probably anything that's going to be lighter weight. Doing them too chatty for tonight. All right. We should get cars to use solar panels. Yeah, if the technology is coming down, and when we can get a good panel implemented, which shouldn't be hard, honestly. The challenge is wiring it in such a way that as the sun hits things, so you can put solar panels in series, you can put solar panels in parallel. If you put them in series, if any part of your solar panel array is in a shadow, it's going to deeply impact all of the panel's ability to generate power. Whereas if you put them in parallel, then putting them in parallel, it will, if one of the panels gets shadowed, then the other panels will still operate normally. But then that carries with it other factors that if you can't put a whole car into parallel because it draws so much current, the car would burst into flames. And so there's this tightrope that you have to figure out, that it's the tight angles that cars get, the rolling angles, especially now they're making more like spaceships, that you'd have to have a very difficult time finding a way to hook the solar array up in such a way it wouldn't never charge or burst into flames. And that's really the tightrope you have to learn how to walk. Although in theory, it shouldn't be too difficult to build some flex panels into the ceiling. We already have flex panels. They work okay. But you can put flex panels into the ceilings and just use those. It wouldn't be a massive full charge, but it would supplement you throughout the day. And that's really the point of it. Yeah. All right. We got to go to business news next. Wow. We're back to our old classic hour-and-a-half shows, I think. Good to be back. Good to be back. What's our affiliate? Hold on. I need to fix something. There you go. All right. Now we're back. Like, I didn't have that set up right. There was something about that that wasn't right. There you are. All right. Found it. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the business and the Sillyville. You guys got to stay around for Sillyville. There is some weird crap going on in the world. I'm telling you, 2022 is going to be weird because just based on the silly articles we're seeing. But first, we got to get into the business news. First, just an update here, a couple updates. AT&T and Verizon back down with the FAA. The FAA is like, if you put these things up, we're going to start crashing and bombarding small planes into all your towers, okay? And so AT&T and Verizon agreed to Gestapo tactics and decided that they're going to delay 5G for a little bit of research. Well, that's good. Now you're going to make the 5G lunatics happy that we're pausing to do a little bit of research. So, a little update. Anyway, public service announcement. If you happen to have an Asus Maximus Z690, be warned, there is a warning that will cause them to burst into flames. So if you do happen to have that particular board, go ahead and have a look over at the website. The articles are all linked down below. So you can go ahead and have a look over at the website and see what you can do. And I believe it's either a recall or something you can do about it. Basically what happens is there's an issue on one of the capacitors that will cause the board to overheat and possibly burst into flames. So just be aware of that. All right, now on to the basic news. Another really, really stupid lawsuit over trademark, probably worse than the Doom one. Snap is suing the trademark organization, the U.S. Patent Office, for the word spectacles in its smart glasses. So Snap has these smart glasses called the spectacles, and they think that they should be able to patent the word spectacles. So we'll have to go back in time and prosecute Benjamin Franklin for his regular use of spectacles, I guess. So basically they filed a patent with the U.S. Patent Office. Patent Office is like, hey, everything's fine except you have to use a different name. And they're like, no, we want the name Spectacles. And so now they're suing the U.S. Patent Office because they want the name Spectacles. Despite U.S. Patent Office is 1001% correct here, the word spectacle is so general, so broad, and so used in society, you can't trademark it. So Snap, stop throwing a temper tantrum like a little 5-year-old and change your name. Because the rest of us United States citizens don't need to be paying for your stupid lawsuit that is frivolous and nonsense. By the way, don't buy this crap. All right, next, John Deere, they break new ground. Haha, good one, CNET. They break new ground with self-driving tractors you can control from the phone. You don't even have to be in the thing anymore. You used to have to be, like, you could set the tractor in self-driving mode, but you still had to sit there. So you're reading a book or running people over while you're watching TV shows on your phone. Whoops. Sorry, homeless guy in Tempe, Arizona. But the new tractors, though, they don't even need somebody there. Now, they don't have the entire farming process done, but what they can do is the initial tilling process. So you set the tractor up, it has its GPS, it has all its functions, and it will go through and it will plow the entire field. So, of course, this thing's like $500,000, and it reduces the amount of people you need to work. So factory farmers, here you go. Mom and pop shops, sorry, you guys are going down. So this is a huge benefit for big companies. Of course, John Deere also is at the center of not allowing you to fix your own tractors. All right, you got to pay us inflated fees to send somebody out in 6 months to fix your tractor. Sir, but my crops are going to go bad. Well, sorry. This is why old tractors are generally worth more, because you can still fix them, and farmers generally prefer the older tractors. All right, so again, it doesn't do the entire process, but it does do all the tilling parts, and it will do it fairly well, apparently. So there you have it, guys. Factory farmers gets yet another tool, self-driving tractor. Get those overpaid workers off the field. I mean, you can't pay them $10 an hour. Got to get them off the field. The tractor will do it themselves. All right, from the phone, of course. And a Japanese university loses 77 terabytes of research data following a buggy software update. 34 million files got deleted from the supercomputer due to a backup error. This is an HP computer. Another reason I don't like HP, I guess. HP did take 100% responsibility. They're like, oh crap, this is going to suck. Basically, it was a bunch of researchers were using the computer to store things. HP pushed out a software update, and the thing was supposed to go through and verify backups, and it did not. And backups did not properly go, and the disk became corrupted during an update process. And so there you have it. HP admits 100% responsibility in the incident and issued a letter of apology published by the university. They said a modified script was issued in its update to improve visibility and readability. In other words, hey, now the computer technicians understand what the proprietary software is that HP just pushed out. Whereas if they had had that source code open before the people ran it, they probably would have spotted the errors. The university has since suspended the backup process as it looks to make improvements and add preventative measures to deal with such incidents in the future. In addition to mirror backups, what they should have been doing a while ago, the university also plans to maintain incremental backups once it resumes the program later. So there you go. Friendly reminder, backup. But if you do fail the backup, you probably have not lost 77 terabytes of research data. Well, you can help support the channel with my affiliates. Today we are highlighting Pro Writing Aid. This is an excellent tool if you are writing anything from emails to books like I write. Using the affiliate link tlm.li/PWA, you'll save 20% off of a yearly subscription or a lifetime subscription. And then the monthly subscription is $20. There are also several free services that they have on their site as well, so you can play around with some of those to see if it's good for you before you would purchase. So anyway, have a look over there, tlm.li/PWA. Let's go to Sillyville. Alrighty. Oh, Sillyville's good. We got some good stuff. Maybe rig up an alternator in one of the motors. The vehicle's moving. It's charging batteries. No, because the alternator would take more energy. I mean, first law of thermodynamics, dude. It would take more energy to run the alternator than the alternator is able to produce. If you're talking about running it on an electric vehicle. Giant RC car that you sit in, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Need more eco-friendly devices. As long as you don't require beefy GPU, and for my work, then Linode is a proper replacement for V2 Cloud. Yeah. Do shared hosting save some money for meantime? Also spin up in VPN on the second one. Yep. Wind up cars, get some exercise. That's right. That we should have the ability to wind these bad boys up. Get some exercise. Put an exercise bike on the back. Get your exercise. Charge up your car at the same time. I wish our phones would charge solar. That way we have today. Give a choice when it's cloudy. Actually, you can buy a solar charger for your phone. They're actually quite affordable, like $20-$30 probably. You can get them, plug them in. You can set them near a window, and you can charge your phone off of solar. So that is a thing. Phones would charge, let's see, Raspberry Pi here, but it wasn't supposed to be mine. It's for my nephew, but toying with it, whether to return it or not. Only 4 gig. Yeah, you can do some good stuff with that. New plasma theme. I can make my desktop look like Budgie. XOCE, no. Just a couple of mouse clicks. Very cool. Greetings, Spin Viking. How's it going there? Hello, Rick. Someone installed the cap the wrong way. What? Motherboards catch fire now? That's right. Capacitor installed backwards on those boards. Yes. Doesn't matter what name you use, it's still the same. Snap is money blind. What? You can control your tractor using your phone? No. Watch this, Junior. Who's responsible when the tractor runs over a building? I don't know. Soylent Green Tractor. There you go. Making farmers lazy. Why control it from your phone? I want the tractor hooked up to an RC controller. That's right. Can't wait to control tractors from social media. Oh boy, 77 terabytes to backup or backed up. They lost it. But bigger the tractor, the bigger is what we hear. Holy cow, Patty Batman. Soylent Green are people. That's right. HP is utter nightmare. Kittyville, back in the 2000s, lots of motherboards had capacitor issues. All right. All right, are we ready to go to Sillyville? Let's go to Sillyville. Well, in Sillyville, we do have an update. We did cover the story last time. The Nevermind Babies CSAM lawsuit against Nirvana is dismissed by the judge. The judge ruled that, well, first, he had a 10-year statute of limitations on his case that is well over. Secondly, though, they said, well, you've profited off of being this baby. He's even done adult video shoots of him doing the same thing, completely naked in a swimming pool chasing dollar bills. He's done photo shoots for that. He has Nevermind tattooed on his chest, and being that he's in a swimming pool naked a lot, that is something that people have seen, and he signs Nevermind album covers. For all these reasons, the judge dismissed the case, although he did say that you can refile with amendments by January 13th. So by January 13th, he can go ahead and do that. I forgot to turn on my Sillyville banner. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies. All right, second article, sorry. It's time to party like it's 2002 because apparently we missed it. Nobody saw this one coming, but there was a Y2K22 bug. And the Y2K22 bug apparently was a big thing. It caused a lot of problems. Acura and Honda cars knocked the clocks back 20 years by the bug. I'm going to ask my friend has a Honda. I'm going to ask him if his car did this. But owners of older Honda and Acura and Honda vehicles marked the year by visiting 2022, consequence of a bug affecting the car's clock. So with the onset of it, customers began reporting on various online forums that their dashboard displayed clocks reset to January 1, 2002 when they restarted their vehicles. At Honda, fixed clock issues 2007 to 2011. CRV, so America with nav systems has a clock date issue since 2022. So apparently this was a big deal, and I'm not sure how you're going to get this guy resolved. I'm not sure if you can manually move up to there, but yeah, you guys you got fun stuff going on. I mean, that's just your clock car. So what? Except Microsoft had the problem in their email, and it disrupted worldwide email. Y2K22 impacts Microsoft Exchange, disrupts email worldwide. Rookie programming error crashed servers because they couldn't process the year 2022. Microsoft released a fix for it that shut down on-premise mail delivery around the world just as clocks were chiming in the new year. So you can see what was going on. Basically, they just didn't know how to process the new year. So, oh boy, yeah. This is what happens when you fire your QA team. Well, a Japanese gaming company is tackling that whole sports injury with a hand massaging tool to prevent against esports injuries. I mean, I know football players get concussions. I know baseball players, you can get you can get your backs out of place, particularly your pitchers. They can get so much stronger on one side of their body than the other. It contorts their back. Tennis guys, they got tennis elbow. Those esports guys, though, man, they deal with carpal tunnel. We don't want to deal with that. So this Japanese gaming company has a new product aimed at massaging your hands so that you can get back to your gaming, so we can reduce esports injuries around the world. I know that's a big, important deal. All that hard video game playing is just murder on the body, which you say that jestingly and jokingly, but there's actually a number of things. Yeah, you can get carpal tunnel. You also, though, can get it's called gamer's leg, I think. Literally, if you're not moving around enough and you stand up, you can get blood clots in your legs. You can stand up and it gives you a heart attack. So yes, young gamers do actually die if you don't stop and take some time to exercise from time to time. So as jesty as the article is, because it's hilarious, we have a hand massager to prevent those dangerous esports injuries. There are actually several different medical conditions related to overplaying video games. Go figure. All right, guys, now we get into the point where I wasn't sure which was more absurd. So we might have to do another poll. And I'm going to go ahead and set it up now. Which is more absurd? Okay. And I'm not going to tell you what it is until we push it live. Okay, all right. Now, what is more absurd? A Fitbit for Fido or terrestrial goldfish? Because this smart collar wants to be an Apple Watch for your dog. Invoxia's smart collar was one of the few to track canine respiratory and heart rate. I'm going to warn you Catholics out there, because the Pope just came out this week and rebuked you if you put more credence on your pet than you do to having children. Just an FYI, as much as I don't necessarily agree with the tenets of the Catholic Church, one of the doctrines of the Catholic Church, unless you are in the ministry, unless you are in the priesthood, it is your duty to have children and to have a family. Okay. And there's been this rash wave of young people who get pets instead of having children, and their pets become their children. The Pope has warned you against that. And this is just a symptom of these times, because now you can get the Apple Watch for your dog so that you can know and get an update on your phone whether your dog's respiratory rate and heart rate is functioning as normal. We have reached decadence, people. That is the second time I've had to say this week. Yes, we have reached decadence because we are now getting smartwatches for our dogs. This is a new kind of stupid. Until I read this article, scientists, they actually spent money for this. Fortunately, no federal government for the United States money went to this, although some of you guys may have paid for this. Scientists train goldfish to drive a fish-operated vehicle on land. What? What is going on here? So what they did is they put the fish in a tank. Then when they got too close to the one edge, it would roll the tank so that they could kind of see their progress. And then they can put the fish in the vehicle, and the vehicle is roaming around, and they try to figure out how to train the fish to go through different obstacles. Now, pics or vids, or it didn't happen. I read the research. I couldn't get the full research article. I read the summaries and extracts and things like that because you have to pay for the article. I didn't want to pay for the article. This is crazy. But basically, the goldfish are being trained to go places on land. What? All right. So in our live chat poll, which is more absurd, 33% of you said Fitbit. Well, 29% of you are saying Fitbit for Fido, and 71% of you are saying that terrestrial goldfish is more absurd. I mean, I guess being as I put the terrestrial goldfish as our feature article, I would probably have to agree with that thing. I just think that I thought that this one would be closer. I mean, when we did on the previous video on the Weekly News Roundup, we did Taco Bell versus Walmart. That was more of a 50-50 split. I was kind of expecting a 50-50 split, but more people are saying terrestrial goldfish is more absurd than Fitbit for Fido. For you guys not watching live, let me know in the comments down below, what is more absurd? Putting a goldfish on a land-roving vehicle or monitoring your dog's heart rate and breathing? I'm at a loss for words, guys, so I'm just going to finish this out by saying you can help support the work over on Subscribestar, subscribestar.com/switchedtolinux. Join us on over there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Yeah. 24% of you, 76. All right. Well, can we keep that there for now? All right. We'll keep that there. See if anybody else wants to chime in on that or not. Let's see. Been there. Been down there. Been down there. What are the words of... Oh, never mind. It's hard to talk with all these marbles in my mouth. Back to the Future. Doc Brown controlled the DeLorean with a remote. Yeah, I know, right? It's possible. Could be worse. They could be in Scotland where they reset their clocks back 50 years. Oh, boy. No longer use Microsoft email. The man goes underneath the tarp to collect a thimbleful of water. He's proud to be the mayor of Dundee. Gamers Lag? Yeah, is it Gamers Lag? Anybody know for sure? Is that the hard? Is it that hard to stretch your wrists from time to time? Well, when you're like, yeah, I mean, one stretch of the wrist, you could have got pulled off like 6 or 7 shots in that time. I mean, come on. Cyber Poochies, whoever gave goldfish a driver's, I know, right? I need a woman for a kid. Just take your dogs to the vet 2 times a year for checkups, like us humans. Yeah, terrestrial. The fish wins. This is. Does this also translate what dogs are saying? What? No smartwatch for my dog. Just no. Explains where my fish and old car went. Yes, it does. One of those on an IQ quiz show a few years ago. Ask yourself a question. How much time did you spend reading the abstracts to that research, and what would you do to get that time back? It was a fascinating read. I gotta say, I had to know how they were doing this. It's just using sensors to, as the fish gets close to it, because, you know, goldfish clearly go to one spot and stay there. No. You ever see a goldfish? It just does this all day. There's no random. There's no pattern to what they do. They're just insane. Was it Bob the Killer Goldfish? I don't know. I'm lost for words either. Could imagine harming those fish next, right? Smart fish tech. That's right. Yes, thou shalt tempt thy kitties. I guess we shall tempt thy kitties, shalln't we? Oh, he's a sleeping kitty. He's a sleeping kitty. Do we have to wake this kitty up? He's so cute. I guess we have to wake the kitty up to tempt the kitty, though. Oh, look at that. It's Temptations. He's like, dude, I want Temptations. I need thumbs to open up this bag. Bink. What do you think, buddy? You want some Temptations? Oh, yeah. All right, come on. People need a double catter tonight. It's been a crazy week. We need a double catter. There you go. Of course, he's so fat you can't see her. There you go. Back up. You can't see him either. He's too fat and in the way. Hey, baby. Yeah. You're so fat you can't see the other cat. No, you're so fat you can't see the other cat. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you guys go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're running away now? All right. What do you think, buddy? Oh, she's like, I don't want you to put me on camera again. Don't do that. Don't put me on camera. All right, it looks like we are ending the poll with 74% of you saying a terrestrial goldfish is more absurd. So go ahead and end it there. All right. Could imagine goldfish turning up at a car mechanic at McDonald's, right? Goldfish spots a kitty, drives off over a cliff. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will catch you guys later. Let's see what my power's doing. Hold on. I'll give you a power update. Ooh, we're at 12.8. That's actually the lowest I've seen my power in a long time. So, well, I guess we'll just have to wrap this guy up. Tomorrow, Linux Mint 20.3, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back hopefully Monday with another video. And we will catch you guys next time.